Coming up on Nuestra Voz Today, backstage with Los Ángeles Azules.
Besando la cruz estás tú, rezando la oración estás tú, ¿cómo te voy a olvidar?
The super popular Mexican band takes its cumbia songs on the road across the U.S. for its 40th anniversary.
Yo estoy sola aquí, toda mi familia está en México y cuando los escucho me acuerdo de mis hermanas, mis amigos, pero me acuerdo de la familia.
How the band's cumbias bring back touching memories for Latinos living in America.
Plus, from the Dodgers to Los Dodgers, Fernando Valenzuela was an unknown pitcher from Sonora, Mexico, until the explosion of Fernandomia changed the cultural landscape in baseball.
Until Fernando, it was pretty much a white fan base.
He felt like he was like a family member that you would go visit every 4 days at Dodger Stadium.
We'll take a look back at how Fernando changed the Dodgers fan base forever.
Also, we go behind the lens. A visual artist tells the coming-of-age stories of the daughters of migrant parents as they celebrate their quinceañeras.
And Los Bukis bring their historic reunion tour to LA. We'll show you more of the Mexican superstars as adoring fans witness the big comeback. Hi everyone, hola, I'm Paola Hernandez-Jayo.
And I'm Luis Cruz. Thank you for joining us for Nuestra Voz Today, presented by the San Diego Union-Tribune and the Los Angeles Times.
We're at Placita Olvera in LA as the nation observes National Hispanic Heritage Month. It's a time to celebrate the history, culture, and contributions of Latinos in the United States.
And one of the main elements of culture is, of course, music. For 4 decades, the Mexican band Los Ángeles Azules has been making cumbia music, with a few of their songs capturing over 1 billion views on YouTube.
The band is currently on its 40th anniversary tour throughout the U.S., including Southern California this month. The LA Times caught up with them backstage in the South, home to America's fastest growing Latino population.
Besando la cruz estás tú, rezando la oración estás tú, ¿cómo te voy a olvidar? ¿Cómo te voy a olvidar?
Aquí están, ya no pueden pasar. A México no se regresan, pero por eso los llena de nostalgia. Muchas personas se enamoran, muchas personas, bueno, se divorcian, ¿no? Porque aquí nosotros tratamos de unir. A todos los países ha llegado todo el ritmo que trae y las letras que son de mi hermano Jorge, que son los que se han traspasado fronteras.
Bienvenidos, esto es Cumbia.
Aparte de la gente latina, ahorita también hay gente de acá de Estados Unidos que no habla español. Es muy bonito para nosotros, ¿no?
De la gente que ahorita conoce Ángeles Azules, vemos que no nada más los latinos nos están siguiendo. Son gente que nos llega al corazón, que sentimos bonito y que muchos latinos que queremos regresar a México se están identificando con las melodías por medio de las letras y de la música. Transmitimos las familias de México aquí a Estados Unidos.
¡México!
Yo desde pequeña me la inculcaron adentro en mi corazón, mi madre, mis abuelos, todos ya traemos esto de apoyar a nuestros Ángeles Azules. Ellos son únicos, están ahí siempre.
Pues mira, me siento como si estuviera ya en mi tierra. Ya vivimos aquí por 25 años, pero nuestra mente está allá y escuchamos sus canciones y nos hace algo muy especial.
Yo creo que el sentimiento es muy diferente porque no pueden ir a su país natal porque si no ya no pueden regresar. Entonces aquí sí lloran porque no pueden ir a su país. No pueden ir a ver a la mamá, a la esposa, a los hijos. Y mucha gente de México han tenido familiares acá o se han venido para acá y acá nos volvemos a encontrar. Nos veíamos allá y luego nos volvemos a ver acá y dicen es que los extrañamos. Queremos la música de nuestro país, nosotros los conocimos de niños, ¿no? Entonces ya venimos a tocar acá y ya la gente pues ya tiene sus familias, sus hijos, ya hicieron sus hogares y siente nostalgia al escuchar la música que es de su país. Vienen los niños, los abuelitos, vienen las mamás, los papás, viene toda la familia completa en las arenas. La música viva siempre es mejor, sí, porque la gente lo siente, lo ve, que tú lo estás interpretando. En vivo el público hace que el músico toque mejor a veces. En el concierto se oye mejor. El público, como da el ambiente, pues el músico le echa más sabor, le echa más ricura, entonces se oye con más sabor. Eso es lo que hace que el músico se libere, ¿no? Y saque todo el espíritu en su instrumento.
Más luz, más luz, más luz, quiero ver luz. Hay que agitar las luces.
Y les entra la nostalgia del recuerdo. Y a nosotros también nos llena de recuerdo, porque también nosotros de México viajamos para acá y nos llena ese recuerdo de estamos con nuestro público acá sintiendo lo mismo, ¿no? Que pues sabes que es la música de nuestro país y la gente pues por eso siempre nos piden otra y pues nosotros les tocamos siempre los temas que nos van pidiendo del recuerdo, ¿no?
To watch the rest of this video and read the accompanying story by LA Times foreign correspondent Kate Linthicum, log on to latimes.com.
Coming up, he was a game changer for the Dodgers in more ways than one. How pitching legend Fernando Valenzuela helped reshape the look of the fan base when Nuestra Voz Today returns. Welcome back to Nuestra Voz Today. A major influencer in the world of American sports and beyond is none other than Mexican-born baseball legend Fernando Valenzuela.
Fernando not only proved what foreigners could bring to baseball, he also transformed the mostly white fan base of the Dodgers into something that looked more like LA itself. Gustavo Arellano from the Los Angeles Times explains.
Dodgers owner Walter O'Malley had a keen understanding of demographics. In Brooklyn, his teams were filled with players who looked like guys from the neighborhood. When he moved the Dodgers to Los Angeles in 1958, he knew that fielding stars that mirrored the city would be good for the community and for business.
It was always an idea to have the team reflect the community. It didn't start here. Probably had special nights, probably pre-game entertainment, probably printed a lot of things bilingual.
He knew that, and that's what he wanted, to have really, really good players from Mexico.
It took 23 years, but the Dodgers finally had their Mexican star. On opening day in 1981, 20-year-old Fernando Valenzuela, the pride of Echoaquila, Mexico, threw a 5-hit shutout over the Houston Astros. But that was just the beginning. During his next 3 starts, all on the road, he allowed just 1 run over 27 innings, tossing 3 complete games and 2 shutouts. By the time Valenzuela returned to the Dodger Stadium mound on April 27, LA fans had become captivated by the rookie left-hander.
He does a tremendous job, and everybody just, wow, that's really amazing. And it was pretty much after that, you would think, this guy can't top that. Next time out, he tops that. Next time out, he keeps on topping, and everybody says, well, what's going on?
At that point, everybody started thinking, who is this guy? What is this guy? My gosh, he was only 20 years old. Just had incredible command. You didn't see this in great pitchers, not to mention, young guys like him.
For anybody, for any player, any athlete, I think when you have that people supporting you, you can feel more comfortable, more like, yeah, I can do it. I can do it for those people. They believe in me. When I go to the mound, I like to do them 100%. Like it was my last game, I go all the way.
He shut out the Astros, then 4 days later, he came again. The way people reacted to that was unbelievable. Our audience increased so much. It was unbelievable, unbelievable. That's why I think that Fernando is a player that created more new baseball fans and Dodger fans than any other pitcher.
He was 8-0 with 5 shutouts and a 0.50 earned run average. But I mean, it was those first 8 games, they were just unbelievable, just knock your eyes out.
By the end of April, the frenzy surrounding the pitcher even had its own name, Fernandomania.
I can tell you that I really became a Dodger fan when we saw, Fernando. Certainly drove a lot of Latinos to the Dodgers. There was this pride in knowing that there was somebody who was born and raised in Mexico, by the way. He wasn't Mexican-American, and just was the sensation that he was.
Until Fernando, it was pretty much a white fan base. The fan base for Fernando was there because Fernando was a great player, but the fan base for the Dodgers remained well after Fernando and to this day.
This is sport, but it's entertainment for the fans, and we and myself, I try to do my best so they can have a good game and good entertainment, to have a nice day in the park.
Latinos started coming to the stadium in droves to watch Valenzuela pitch, many rooting for the Dodgers for the first time.
I think people needed a reason to forgive the Dodgers for what they did in Chavez Ravine. And I think they found an excuse and a reason. So, okay, you know what, let's go back. Because after that, people started going to Dodger Stadium, started supporting the Dodgers. People that for years and years had refused to do it until they figured, okay, they've given this Chicano, Latino, Mexican a chance.
When Fernando came in, there was no doubt he was Mexican. I mean, he would even look up at God before he threw a ball. It became, you had to go to the game.
On the nights Valenzuela pitched in 1981, Dodger Stadium just felt different, overtaken by a festive energy.
It was electric. There had never really been anything like that. Obviously, LA fans had seen, in earlier days, had seen Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale. But this was different. This was just kind of so wild and out of nowhere.
And, as Walter O'Malley predicted, having a star Mexican player did wonders for the team's bottom line.
I remember when I started doing the games at the Coliseum, the Latinos coming to the Coliseum was probably 8%, 10%. But later on, the number of Mexicans and Latinos coming to Dodger Stadium went up, up, up.
People were out there selling Fernando T-shirts before and after the game.
I think they were drawing about an extra 8,000 people a game with Fernando.
We had 65 radio stations in Mexico alone, carrying the games to every corner of Mexico. Baseball became the #1 sport right away to many people. People from Mexico, from Central America, from South America, didn't care about baseball. But because of Fernando, they started learning the game. Mr. O'Malley would have enjoyed so much finally watching a Mexican Sandy Koufax playing for the Dodgers.
To watch the rest of Gustavo Arellano's video and other videos like it, log on to latimes.com/Fernandomania.
Coming up, they are daughters of migrant parents celebrating their quinceañeras. How one visual artist is telling their stories when Nuestra Voz Today returns. The San Diego Union-Tribune is San Diego's largest and most experienced news organization, winner of 4 Pulitzer Prizes and 37 regional Emmys. We deliver the news with depth, authority, and over 150 years of local knowledge. Our journalists speak truth to power. The Union-Tribune serves everyone who cares about our community. Support our work. Subscribe today on our website, SanDiegoUnionTribune.com. Welcome back to Nuestra Voz Today. Quinceañeras are widely celebrated throughout Latin America to mark a girl's 15th birthday as she transitions from childhood to adulthood.
Many Latino families in the U.S. continue this tradition. Now, a new exhibit at the Tijuana Cultural Center is giving you a glimpse of how the daughters of migrant parents celebrated their quinceañeras.
The San Diego Union-Tribune spoke with the visual artist behind the project.
Soy Angélica Escoto, artista visual. Vivo aquí en Tijuana, tijuanense. Ellas no bailan solas, es un documento de las quinceañeras de San Diego. Ellas son las hijas de los migrantes adolescentes y adultos que cruzaron por los años 80 y 90 aquí por el Cañón Zapata y por el Bordo. Y específicamente son los estados de Guerrero, Oaxaca y Michoacán. Ese es el proyecto de las quinceañeras en San Diego de esos 3 estados. Pues estas niñas tenía una hermana, le hicieron la quinceañera a las 2, una tenía 16 y ella tenía 15. Vivía con su papá y les rentaron estos carros, eran muchos. La verdad las imágenes, esta es solo una foto de ese evento, eran demasiados los carros que iban, tantos que no pude hacer tantas fotos. Que observen esas fiestas en esa gente que migró hacia San Diego y sepa cómo viven y cómo son y que no han perdido pues, nada de lo mexicano, ¿no? Sino al contrario, todavía creo que lo refuerzan más, ¿no? Esas primeras generaciones. La mamá a veces está tan nerviosa por resolver tantas cosas de que la comida, que baja ella la comida, sube la comida, la llevan al salón o ahí mismo en la casa, está todo atendiendo tantas cosas, que lo último que hace es a veces cuando ya se tiene que poner el vestido la niña termina poniéndoselo solo y la fotógrafa o las fotógrafas son las que terminan poniéndole, subiéndole el zipper y poniéndole ese listón que es tan tardado y que nadie puede en la familia ponerles porque todas se ponen unas uñas así gigantes, unas uñas gigantes que pues no pueden hacer nada y la fotógrafa es la que está ahí. Entonces yo he vestido muchas novias y he vestido a muchas quinceañeras. Y esto para mí es pues un logro en saber que yo con mi trabajo puedo enseñar a la gente, ¿no? Tengo una habilidad, pues, ¿no? Entonces se me hace muy bonito que yo reconocerme y que me reconozcan con esta sala, ¿no? Sí.
The exhibit showcases nearly 100 quinceañera photos and will be on display at the Tijuana Cultural Center until January 2023.
That does it for this edition of Nuestra Voz Today.
Gracias por su sintonía. Thank you for watching.
We leave you with the iconic Mexican band Los Bukis on their historic reunion tour.
Take a look at one of their shows last month at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, courtesy of LA Times en español.
Pensabas que ibas a olvidar y sigo esperando, te estoy extrañando, He